Hello, Mrs. Ehlke here. I've had some questions recently about the types of paint I used. So for this video, I wanted to talk specifically about watercolor paint and which watercolor paints I enjoy using. My favorite brand that I've been using the most of lately is called Shinhan Professional Watercolor paints. They come in a set like this, and they actually have a lot of different set options, and they have professional and they have like student quality paints as well. The paint set that I have comes with these colors. There are, I believe, 20 colors in here, and they're 12 milliliter size paint tubes. So each paint tube has 12 milliliters of paint. And so what I do is I take the paint tubes out and I pour them into a palette. And the palettes are ones that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. The palettes, I believe, cost $2.99. And I know you can get them at Walmart. They're a little bit bigger than this. I haven't seen them at Michael's, but it doesn't mean they don't have them. Mine just might not have it. So then what I do is I pour each of the colors into my palette. And you can see I use these areas to mix different colors. It has a little thumb hole here, so if I want to get all fancy and hold it like that, I can do that too, which is really nice. And then I like it just for transportation. It's easy. I usually write the paint set that I have. I actually have about 20 of these because I use them for my classes that I teach at my house too. So these are my Shinhan Pro watercolors. I also have used in the past Holbein watercolors, and I get these in tubes as well. I order these online. I ordered a set which had really little ones like this, and that was a really good like sampler pack. I want to say it had about 15 of them, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of the links in the description below so that you can see kind of what specific paints I'm looking at and talking about. But the same thing goes with the Holbein artist quality paints. I got those in the tubes, and then I used a larger palette for those. This is my bigger palette, so I actually even wrote some of the names of the colors on the edges, which you can't see very well because most of them are covered in paint. But and then I put the colors around in here, and then I use the middle to wash. And this palette's nice too because it has a cover, so you can cover it up if you're transporting it places. So this is another one that I still use, especially for some of the skin tones, because I have specific colors in here that I like for using for portraits. Now, the other paint that I use, like when I'm doing student classes, a student quality paint. So this is if you're not quite sure, you want to just dive into watercolor and at a very professional level, you can try student grade paint. This one is Master's Touch Watercolor paint. This specific tube, which is actually really big, is $6.99 from Hobby Lobby, and I've enjoyed using this for students. Another good student quality grade is called Cotman. It's by Winsor and Newton. I don't believe I have any of those in here. I have a professional Winsor and Newton paint that I use, which is another good brand, but Cotman is a good student quality brand. So if you're not sure you want to spend as much money, those are a good way to go. And really, if you're starting out, you can probably get by with only like 4 or 5 colors. You don't need the entire set necessarily. You can just kind of experiment with those, at least the primary colors, so red, yellow, and blue. And then maybe a couple secondary colors too. I usually don't use much black or white, so those are colors you don't usually need. But I like to get kind of a warm red, yellow, and blue, and then a cooler or darker red, yellow, and blue. So even just with the 6, you can mix and blend a lot of colors. So try those out. Let me know if you have a favorite that you like to use. And again, I will put the links to the ones that I use in the comments below so that you can see them and find them if you are interested in buying some of your own, all right? So have fun. Watercolor is super fun. It's my favorite medium, and enjoy painting. I will have to say too, you can buy the sets that are in pans. I don't usually use them. My kids use them. So like the praying watercolor sets, For me, I just don't feel like I can get enough vibrant color from them, but those are fun to play around with too if you are just looking to kind of play around and just kind of relax or use painting as more of a meditative thing. So have fun and experiment. I ended up trying lots of different brands, and these are the ones that I landed on. And let me know what you decide on, all right? Thanks so much for watching. Happy painting!